Coming to you from his studio in downtown San Francisco, this is the Backstage Bay Area podcast. And now, here's your host, Steve Roby.
Hi, welcome to Backstage Bay Area. Thanks for being here. I'm your host, Steve Roby. San Francisco's Presidio has long stood as a place where history gathers. On March 15th, the Presidio Theater becomes a stage for the living legacy of the great American songbook. The show, Flying High, Still Soaring, celebrates the canaries of the swing era, women whose voices carried the nation through the Great Depression and World War II, and who later shaped the intimate, small group sound of 1950s jazz. Joining me are the creative forces behind the project. Suzanne Wadowski is the founder and executive director of Jazz at the Ballroom and the Songbook Ink label. She conceived and produced both the upcoming concert and the new album. Alongside her is Champian Fulton, pianist, vocalist, and musical director for this release, who curated the repertoire and assembled a formidable lineup of contemporary band leaders for the recording. Suzanne and Champion join me now. Welcome to Backstage Bay Area, both of you.
Thank you.
Hi, Steve. Thanks.
Great. How are you guys doing today?
I'm happy drinking a cup of tea in my house. Champion is always on the run.
I am indeed. I am on my way to North Carolina for a tour, but I'm doing great. So happy to talk to you guys about this exciting project.
All right. I'm glad you both could be here. My first question is for Suzanne. Jazz at the Ballroom began not in a formal venue, but in your Hillsborough home, which was once owned by the great Bing Crosby. How did that space shape your decision to launch this series?
Well, it happened pretty organically and serendipitously in that it's kind of a bit of a overstatement to say it was a ballroom, but it was a very big living room. And I hosted a salon series solely because I myself love the music and felt there was a dearth of kind of cool, intimate places to present music in Northern California. And as I did that, more and more people increasingly came. One of the artists actually said to me early on, this has nonprofit written all over it, and helped me get that angle together and form a nonprofit. And then it grew into a formal salon series, and more people came, and we couldn't fit them, so we went to other venues, and now we present concerts all around the country.
That's great. Wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Champion, this volume focuses on the 1950s when singers stepped out from the shadow of the big bands into smaller, more conversational settings. What did you want to capture about that shift in scale and spirit?
Well, I love the recordings that they started to make around that time, where it was a smaller group, perhaps a rhythm section plus a horn or two horns. The arrangements were very pared down, and there was much more room for the vocalists themselves to shine. And it just had sort of a casual, not a jam session atmosphere, but an intimate, casual, romantic and sexy atmosphere that I think you find on recordings from the 1950s. And that is really what I was hoping to sort of capture on this volume.
Were you a fan, or did you become a fan of the music before this project started?
Oh, no, I'm a huge fan. I would say, yes, way before this. I love the big band. I'm a huge Count Basie fan, very big band fan. But I think those small group recordings that come after really shaped the future of jazz and what it was going to become. And I just think not only are they significant and important, but they're just fun.
Well, one of the tracks we're featuring today is called Just for a Thrill, written by Lil Harden Armstrong. I love that name. Champion, why was it important to foreground women not only as interpreters, but also as composers and architects of this music?
Well, I think I really wanted to focus on that because we don't talk that much about female composers from the early part of jazz. And I'm talking, Lil Harden Armstrong was active from the 1920s on. And it's almost as if we pretend they didn't exist as lyricists or composers. And so I did want to find some material that had been very successful and popular and even, hits, but that most people probably didn't realize was written by a woman. And I was really happy to find this song because, of course, Lil Harden played piano like myself. And it's a great song, and it was a hit for a lot of people, but you almost never hear it anymore. So I think it's great to bring it back.
Great. Well, let's listen to it now. This is Just for a Thrill from the album Flying High, Still Soaring, and you're listening to Backstage Bay Area.
Just for a thrill, you turn the sunshine to rain. Just for a thrill, you filled my life with pain. To me, you were my pride and joy, but to you I was merely a toy, a plaything that you could toss around at will. Just for a thrill, one sad song, just for a thrill. You just led me along. Although you're free and having your fun, to me you're still the only stand still, just for a thrill. For a thrill, you turn the sunshine to rain. Just for a thrill, you filled my life with pain. You were my pride and joy, but to you I was merely a toy, a plaything that you could toss around at will, just for a thrill. You made my life one sad song, just for a thrill. you are free and having your fun. To me, you're still the only one, 'cause you made my heart stand still, and it was just for a thrill. Baby, you made my heart stand still, just for a thrill.
That was Just for a Thrill from the album Flying High, Still Soaring. I'm speaking with my guest, Suzanne Wadowski and Champian Fulton. Suzanne, you described San Francisco as more than a tour stop. It's a creative home base. How does the Bay Area's own history with these legendary vocalists inform the way that you build the live experience?
So I would say in two ways. First, personally, this is where Jazz at the Ballroom started. I could not imagine producing a show that does not start here or have a place here. This has always been kind of my home base. And honestly, this is where I sit around with musicians brainstorming and coming up with ideas for shows. So this is always the springboard for things. And in a bigger respect, I've always loved West Coast jazz, and I've always been amazed that there's just not a presence the way that it used to be. Mm-hmm. And it was so significant. And it's not that I'm trying to mimic that sound or style. I'm trying to mimic that energy and the support of the jazz genre on the West Coast. So any chance I have to start here and bring it back here and focus on here just rings very true to me as really cool contribution I can make towards teaching and introducing more people to the music.
That's a great endeavor, too. Champion, many of these artists were on the road nearly year-round, sustaining glamour and artistry under relentless conditions. When you and Tahira Clayton tackled a high-energy number like Swing Brother Swing, how did that history of resilience factor into your interpretation?
I love Swing Brother Swing. It was originally recorded, and I suspect written for Billie Holiday, who was definitely an early pioneer and talk about, resilience and talk about artistic integrity. And I when I met Tahira, I thought that she was absolutely perfect to sort of fill that role. Not that it is a role like an actor, but she is such a beautiful vocalist and just starting out with her wonderful career. And I just thought she would really shine on Swing Brother Swing. And we wanted to bring that strong statement of, Billie Holiday's commitment to rhythm and to feeling to the foreground with this song.
This album, it's not officially released yet. It comes out on March 12th. Is that right?
Yes.
That's correct.
All right. So we're getting kind of a sneak preview for our listeners today.
Absolutely.
All right. Great. Well, thank you for the exclusive. And let's hear the track, Swing Brother Swing. And when we come back, we'll discuss the upcoming show at the Presidio Theater. Let's listen to Swing Brother Swing now, here on Backstage Bay Area.
Deep rhythm captivates me, hot rhythm stimulate me. Can't help but swing it, boy, swing it, brother, swing. I don't stop to diddle daddle. Stop all your foolish prattle. Come on and swing it, boy, swing it, brother, swing. Rare indigo, and there ain't nobody gonna hold me down. Say, won't you listen, boy? Hurry up and send me, let's go down to town. Stop all this diddle daddle and all this foolish prattle. Come on and kill me, boy, swing it, brother, swing. captivates me. Hot rhythms, they stimulate me. I can't help but swing it, boy. Swing it, brother, swing. Don't stop, diddle-daddle. Stop all your foolish prattle. Come on and swing me, boy. Swing it, brother, swing. I'm raring to go, and there ain't nobody gonna hold me down. Say, listen, boy, hurry up and send me. Let's go downtown. Stop all your diddle-daddle and all this foolish prattle. Come on and kill me, boy. Swing it, brother, swing.
On March 15th, this music comes to life at the Presidio Theater. Suzanne, when the audience walks into that room, what kind of atmosphere are you trying to create?
Pretty much the atmosphere that I try to do wherever we are, which is you are walking into something that is very personal and grassroots, and you're going to, it's not this feel of, I don't want to say a corporate feel, but it's not this cold, go to your seat here, check your ticket here. It's more, you're coming in to share the music that we love. Afterwards, you can talk to the musicians and ask them questions and talk about the songs on the stage. So it's really an experience I'm trying to present of this music is going to take you away, which in my mind is the beauty of art anyway. It takes you kind of out of your normal day-to-day life and way of thinking. That's what this music does. You're going to sit there and listen, and it is going to, honestly, just, I keep saying take you away, but it's going to bring you into a different spot of just appreciating talent and people spending time together, and people from all different places are honestly capable of sitting together and enjoying something.
Is there a historical perspective you hope the crowd leaves with?
Historical, no. But I truly hope people leave with the perspective of, oh, wow, I never knew that existed. I never realized that women had such a profound influence on pop music and music in general, and yet they weren't given credit for it. And they were changed, or not paid what even sidemen were paid, and they were treated as disposable. That stuff needs to be known, because people know the name Billie Holiday or Ella Fitzgerald or Anita O'Day. They do not understand how strong these women were to take a stand artistically and put themselves in a profession that really was not conducive to them being there.
And it's my understanding that the Presidio Theater also has some historical context with that era too, where the soldiers would go in and see live performances. So this is really a perfect setting.
Isn't it? I know. Think about this. Again, I'm not trying to take people back in time, but being a history buff the way I am, you cannot walk into there and feel this energy of, oh, this isn't modern San Francisco. This isn't a tech startup place. There are no pool tables here. They're honestly a cute little concession stand and seats where you really just are there to listen and enjoy music.
Absolutely. And there's some historic photos on the wall. I think there's one great one of like Bob Hope as a ticket collector as the servicemen are coming into the theater. So it's really a great setting.
Oh, don't say that. Champion's going to cringe. She's going to start thinking, oh no, is Suzanne going to make me collect tickets or sell water bottles or something?
I would love to do that. That sounds fun.
That'd be kind of
If it's good enough for Bob Hope, it's good enough for me.
Yeah. Well, Champion, you get the last question. So in this live theater setting with multiple vocalists rotating through, how do you preserve that sense of improvisational trust and spontaneity?
We make a set list ahead of time, sort of a rough set list, a guideline, if you will. And then I love to give each vocalist all the space and all the time for them to really craft the set and lead us where they want to lead us. And so the show definitely feels very spontaneous and very fun and always different.
And let me remind our listeners, you can experience Flying High, Still Soaring at the Presidio Theater in San Francisco on Sunday, March 15th. Showtime is at 2 p.m. And for tickets and full details, visit presidiotheater.org. And Suzanne and Champion are also offering 3 pairs of tickets to our listeners. To enter, email info@jazz@theballroom.com. Put "I love jazz" in the subject line and include your name in the body of the message. That's it. The deadline to enter is March 13th, and good luck. Is there anything the two of you would like to add before we go?
Thank you so much for having us, Steve, and helping spread the word to San Francisco. And honestly, for the greater picture of what you do, sharing this amazing music and the backstories to all of it. I love it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Steve. We look forward to seeing the listeners at the show on Sunday, March 15th.
That sounds wonderful. And thanks again to both of you for being here today.
Absolutely.
Backstage Bay Area will be right back after these messages.
Are you a jazz musician preparing for a run in San Francisco? The Backstage Bay Area podcast wants to help tell your story. We are currently filling our guest lineup with the artists keeping the jazz scene alive. If you have dates booked at a local club or concert hall, let's get you on the mic to discuss your latest work. Connect with us directly. Send an email to backstage.sfbay@gmail.com. Just let us know when you'll be playing in San Francisco. That's backstage.sfbay@gmail.com.
Backstage Bay Area is dedicated to keeping jazz alive in the 415 by spotlighting the artists, presenters, and venues that sustain this music. The most meaningful way to support local jazz is simple. Show up, buy a ticket, and experience the music live. Visit BackstageBayArea.com and explore our upcoming concerts section, featuring both a weekly guide and a weekend guide to jazz shows across the region, plus the latest concert news. Thank you for keeping jazz alive in the 415.
You've been listening to the Backstage Bay Area podcast. Visit us on the web at BackstageBayArea.com. And don't forget to keep jazz alive in the 415.